Hi, everyone. Welcome to Unleash Her. Hey, everyone. I'm Roberta, in case you don't know me, and I'm the host of Unleash Her podcast. And I'm so excited to be here. Today is my birthday, and I decided to do this special episode for you. The past year is a great time to do a reflection. And with it being my birthday, which is the day after Christmas, if you're not aware, and it's always been so interesting having a birthday the day after Christmas, but I find it's my day. It's my special day. And that's how you should feel about yours too. I hope you do. But also, this podcast is raw and real. I want you to know that. Listen, if whatever we believe to be true will be our truth, who says that I have to edit and make all of my podcasts perfect? I don't believe that. That's not a truth that I hold at this time. And it's okay. It's okay that you see me when I stumble on words, because guess what? I am human. We all are, and we're not perfect. And I'm here to do the best job that I can. And that's what I want to do for you. But listen, today, as I turn 56, I want you to know I'm just beginning. And I want you to know also that you are only as old as you feel. You are as healthy as you feel or as unhealthy as you feel. It is up to you. Everything is up to you, because what you believe to be true will be your truth. So, what do you want to believe about yourself? And this past year, I said, look, my year for 2024 was bold. I said, I've got to be bold. I've got to step out of my comfort zone and do things that I haven't done in the past, to do things that are uncomfortable, to do things that will help me reach the goals and everything that I had been working toward. And, I love doing the vision board. I love doing that. I'm going to do another one for next year as well for 2025. And 2025 is going to be an amazing freaking year, if you believe it. See, I already know. I know it is. And I'm on that right track and I'm on that right path because I'm listening. I'm listening to my intuition and I've got the faith. So, if there's a couple of things that I want to share with you that have helped me achieve some of the goals that I have in the past year or so, it's faith. You have to believe without a doubt. And it's more than a belief, it's actually a knowing. You have to know that all of the things that you have asked for are on their way to you. And so this year for me has been a year of becoming that person that is able to receive the gifts that are coming to me. And so vision boards, what is that? That's our goals. That's things that we want in life. But there's certain steps that we need to take to get there. I talk a lot about the law of attraction and manifestation, and that's what this is. So, what do you want? That's the biggest question. What do you want? What would you love? I want you to take some time in the next few days and I want you to reflect. And I want you to start making a list of the things that you would love. Make it 50 things. Don't stop with 10, don't stop with 20. Okay? Keep going. Keep going. Keep thinking about the things that you want. Now, when I do this, I'm not talking just material things, okay? I'm talking about, do you want more health and wellness and longevity? Do you want more friends? Do you want more compassion? What are the things that you want in your life? What do you want to bring forth? That is what manifestation boards are for. And so as we start this journey, it can look like however you want it to. Guys, there really are no rules. Guess what? Again, I want to tell you, there are no rules. You make the rules. That's what's so beautiful about this. You have any opportunity in the world. And I can say this coming from someone who did not go to college and someone who is now, I'm a best-selling author, and that never would have happened if I hadn't hit rock bottom. So look at your life right now. And if it's not everything that you want, it's okay. You can change it. And your past does not define you. You can start today to choose a new path in your life if you desire that. And if you're completely content and happy in your life, I am so happy for you. I am. And I'm proud of you. And whatever that looks like for you, that is exactly what it's supposed to be. Okay. So when I started on this journey, and I just told you I hit rock bottom, there was a time in 2020 that led me to a point that I thought I didn't know how I was going to go on. I didn't know how I was going to move on with my life. I've been a single mom actually now for 16 years, a long, long time. And I can't believe sometimes when I look back and see where this journey has led me, but I was supposed to go through that. And it has allowed me to become the person that I am today. So I'm grateful for those things in my life that may have looked like they weren't so pretty. And I call that contrast. Um, that is the law of rhythm. Everything goes up and down in our lives. Look, everything is not perfect and beautiful all the time, because if we didn't experience the bad, how would we know when the really good is really good? Well, let's see. Let's take a look at perception. So you can look at things in a different way. You can look at them however you want. And when I look at those times in my life that really hit me hard, that really put me in a place that I didn't feel so good, and I didn't think that I was going to make it through it. But if it wasn't for those times in my life, if it wasn't for that contrast in my life, it wouldn't have allowed me to strive, to work to become a better person. And over the last couple of years, I've worked with some different mentors in my life because as much as I wanted to, I couldn't do this alone. I couldn't. I needed help. I needed guidance. And that is what came into my life because I asked for that, and I asked God, and I begged him that day in 2020 to help me. And then I started tuning in to my intuition. My intuition is God speaking to me. And I took this time to be still and to be quiet. And I started to be more aware of the things that I was saying, the things that I was doing. What was I doing in my life that maybe wasn't in the best interest for the things that I wanted to draw forth? So I keep improving my health all of the time, my nutrition. I just make better choices. I see how I feel whenever I eat certain foods. Um, I take the time every day, even if it's a few minutes here and there, a little bit of quiet time just for myself, just to reflect and just to go back and say, am I being the person that I need to be in order to bring forth, to call forth the things on my vision board, the things that I want? Okay. So, what does that mean? Right? What does that mean, becoming the person? Well, I knew that there were some things that I had to clean up about myself and my thinking. And I had a lot of negativity, a lot of negative thoughts, and things that were coming out of my mouth that I had to change. And so every day I do just awareness. I'm just aware of what I'm saying and the thoughts that I'm thinking and the way that I'm feeling, because that right there is the basis of manifestation. So, in order to bring things forth, you need to feel good. What is feel good? Okay, well, feel good is to be surrounded by love, to be surrounded by the things in your life that you love. Guys, we treat ourselves so bad. Do you ever stop for a minute and think, wow, what did I just say to myself? Was it was it positive? Did I say something good to lift myself up? Because that's what we need to do every day. You can't rely on anyone else. So put yourself in that place. Be proud of yourself. Give yourself grace and decide, what do you need to do differently? So being aware is like, when I say something or think the thoughts that aren't so positive, I don't beat myself up now. I change it. Okay. So I just change it and I notice it. And, sometimes I know in the past, gosh, I would get knocked down. I would get knocked down for more than a day. I'm talking days and probably weeks. And it sent me into this spiral of, depression and having anxiety, of fear of the future. So, one of my favorite books that I'm reading again is A Return to Love by Marianne Williamson. And so I highly, highly recommend this book. And actually, what I'll do too is I'll leave a link in the comments if you want to go and check out that book. Um, I I absolutely love it. This is the second time that I've read it, and I feel like I don't even remember the first time that I read it because it hits me so differently. But really, we want to be surrounded by love, surrounded by the things that you love and that make you feel good. So, what is that? And sometimes that's even simplifying our lives. Okay. So, but what if you say, Roberta, look, I hate my job. I can't stand to be there. Everybody's so negative. What do I do? Like, I want to get a different job. I want to do something else. Then I would say to you, you're going to make that list. You're going to make that list of, what do you want that job to look like? Okay. So here's the thing. I don't know that there's a perfect job out there per se, right? The first thing you have to do is to learn to love where you're at today. Whether you don't love the job that you have, you've got to find it. You've got to find something that you like about it and focus on that. We're the ones that have to bring the positivity, and we're the ones that have to bring those things into our life. So be that person. So remember, you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. So if I am love and happiness and joy and positivity, what am I going to attract into my life? More of that. I'm attracting more love, more positivity, all of those things. So every day, think about that and notice that. Notice and take a look on your life and say, if I'm not happy with this, what do I need to do to change it? So self love is the first key. You see, not only did not love myself, there were times I didn't like myself at all. I was very, very hard on myself. And I bet you I'm not the only one. We look in the mirror and we find the things that are wrong with us. We look at photos of us and we pick out the things that we don't like, first of all. And I don't like that. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to challenge you every time you see a photo of you. First of all, stop. Find the things that you absolutely love and then go from there. Why are we so hard on ourselves? And so start talking to yourself in a nice, positive way. And you're being aware. So remember, awareness is key to getting the things that you want in life. We're going to take time. You're going to take time for yourself every day, even if it's 5 minutes. I encourage you, I challenge you to do that, whatever that looks like. Actually, someone just gave me a um, daily affirmation book for Christmas, and I absolutely love it. Um, it gives me just a little quote from the Bible and talks a little bit about that. And it just takes me a few minutes to read that and reflect on that. And it puts me in a state of feeling good and love. And that's how I like to start my day. So, how do you start your day? Do you start your day, turning off the alarm, hitting the snooze? Do you start off like pissed off because, you hate your job, you don't like to get up early, whatever it may be? We need to change this. And I encourage you, set your alarm a few minutes early and decide every day to do something for yourself that will make you feel good. Read that affirmation. Say to yourself before you jump out of bed, this is going to be the best day ever. I have a feeling. I just know it. Like you're talking this into your life, you're bringing it into your life. Another thing is to be in nature. So if you don't have that opportunity in the wintertime, then they they have these grounding mats. So I have a grounding mat that I have inside the apartment, and I'm able to put my feet on that and ground indoors. Highly, highly recommended. And I tell you what, I'm gonna leave a link for you in the comments as well because I absolutely love my grounding mat. I've noticed a difference. And if you don't believe me, also check out the documentary Earthing. There is scientific evidence behind grounding and earthing that is going to blow your mind. I also started doing red light therapy, near infrared, a few years ago. And I'm going to tell you what, the benefits are amazing. So I have a great place to hang this panel up. I did a ton of research, you guys. Okay. A ton. And when I decided to purchase one, I wanted to make sure that it was something that was very powerful. It's actually a medical grade version that I bought. It hangs up on my door in the bathroom, and I can do it and stand in front of that as I'm getting ready. So I also can give you the information on the red light therapy panel that I used. I do it every day, even if it's 5 to 10 minutes. Highly recommended. I feel absolutely incredible just because of the changes that I've made in my life and nutrition. I'm constantly trying to improve my nutrition, I will tell you, but I do allow myself to splurge, as we all should. And so I encourage you, just start making little changes at a time. So just take a little baby step in all of these things. I know sometimes it can be very overwhelming when we're trying to change our nutrition and we try to do everything all at once. And so that just didn't work for me. It's taken me years to finally get to the place that where I'm at right now that I feel really good and everything is working properly. I'm not on any prescription medicine. I just take really good care of myself, but I also have changed that mindset. And by changing what I'm saying to myself has also helped improve my health and everything around me. No, I couldn't do it alone. Okay. I started surrounding myself with people, very positive people that we lift each other up and we help each other. We help each other. I have someone that reaches out to me. Shout out to you, Portia. She reaches out to me and she has been helping me with my podcast. And gosh, if we could just do that, you know, just a few minutes here or there, she has been a sweetheart. And so if we could just help each other out, um, what a beautiful world this would be. I know that you can't do it alone. And sometimes we do have to hire people to help us. We have to hire people. I hired mentors that were extremely powerful in this and helping me get to where I needed to be. And because I changed my life so much, I knew that I had to help others. I know that I can help you. Actually, I have to show you for Christmas. I gave away these pens to my clients. They're magical pens. So if you're on YouTube, you can see this, but I have magical pens. And I told everyone that I gave these to, I said, so here you go. Everything that you write down, you will bring into your life if you believe it. And I'm not kidding. Like, that's what's happened in my life. Oh, guys, I'm going to come back on here because there's some huge manifestations happening in my world, and I cannot wait to tell you about it. But the pen, yes, the magical pen. My mentor, Bob Proctor, told me, he said, I will tell you, I can help you get everything you want. You're going to write it down. You're going to believe that you can have it. And then you're just going to start taking one step at a time. And that's exactly what has happened. So this has been a couple of years of me working with mentors, and I will tell you that anything is possible. Anything. But you first of all need to figure out, and I think this has been one of the most difficult things for people. They don't know what they want. So I want to ask you, what would you love? Again, what would you love? Make a list. Hey, do me a huge favor, okay? Could you please subscribe and like to my channel? If you love what you're seeing, because I'm going to come back on here. We're going to keep doing this. We're not stopping. Everything that you've asked for, it's on its way to you. But you see, it could be stuck somewhere. And when I kept hearing things like, oh, what do you mean? What do you mean I have limited beliefs? What do you mean that I'm stopping my manifestations from coming to me? I didn't understand that. And I do now. I do, because there were things that were stopping me, things that I had no idea that I had to uncover. And that happened through reflection. That happened in times of just being still and being quiet, or sometimes just staring at the flame of a candle. This candle, this light, oh, I love it. It is so mesmerizing for me. And that's the first time that I had that intuitive thought to write a book. So sometimes we don't know what we want. So how do we figure that out? So we take the time to be still and be quiet. And you just start thinking, what would I love? Because I'm going to tell you, we all know, ask and you shall receive. So ask and there's a certain way to do it, and receive. There's a certain way to do that. It's not really that hard. We actually make it way more difficult than it needs to be. So back to back to myself, and I just, wanted to share with you because birthday, gotta love birthdays, right? Wow. I don't, it's so crazy because to say a number, it means nothing. I'm going to tell you what, even if it doesn't matter how old you are, it is never too late. It is never too late to make changes in your life. I know that. I didn't begin until I was over 50. But I've always had this desire to do different things, to do more in my life. So you have to have that desire and a burning desire. You have to really want it because it's a journey. And all of those things that I've asked for now just seem simple. They seem simple. And when I look right now today, and right now, I have everything I need. You have everything that you need right now. If you're listening to this, if you're watching this, you're already so blessed. We have so much in our lives, and we have to learn to be grateful, grateful, grateful. Gratitude, gratitude is the key. If you can start saying, thank you for everything in my life. Thank you, God. I am so blessed. I have everything I need. But there could be some wants. I've been in this apartment for 6 years, and I want to share this with you because this is huge. I've been there for 6 years, and it's time to move on. And as it's time to move on, I have kept thinking, okay, so what do I want? Where do I want to live? And in order to bring that forth, I had to know my worth. Do you know your worth? What do you want? And are you worthy of the things that you're asking for? Because you got to believe that you are. So here's what happened. So I was ready to move on, and there are a couple of options. Like, I love where I live, but I'm ready for some more space. So um, there was a townhouse that opened up here in the apartment complex. And I was ready. I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is what I've been asking for. And so I went over and had a tour, took a look at it, and I was like, wait a minute. This is not what I want. I can't believe this. I thought it was. And so I took some time, and because of that feeling, and I knew it wasn't what I wanted, I had to just let it go. And I said, okay, thank you. Thank you for showing that to me. Thank you for allowing this townhouse to open up for me to see. And thank you for allowing me to see what I don't want. I think that is key. We have to be grateful because you showed me this and I thought I wanted it, but now I know I don't. So what would I love? And I'm like, I would love to be back in a house. I want to be in a home. Um, there were some things that I wanted and didn't want. And so this is how this happened. This is manifestation completely. So I had ran into a friend a couple months ago, and we chatted for a few minutes, and I kept thinking in the back of my head that I needed to reach out to her. And so the last couple of weeks, I finally had the time, and I said, okay, listen, I know we're crazy busy right now, but would you have a few minutes to grab some coffee? And she did. And so we got together and we started talking, and it was so good catching up with her. And I just want to let you know again, I listened. Okay. So we have to listen to our intuition, God talking to us, because we're being led every day. We're being led to that next path. And we have choices, right? Are you going to take that path or that one? I don't know. So the more that you work on this and developing your intuition, the better that you can hear and you know the moves to make. So this is what happened. So I said to her, hey, like, yeah, we're looking for a house, and you wouldn't happen to know anybody that has a house for rent, would you? And she's like, yeah, me. I was so this I could say is absolutely crazy, but it's not. Because I listened and because knew what I wanted, I just took the next step and I listened to my intuition. And here it was, right in front of me, right in front of me. God was sending everything and everyone to me that I needed. So we went, took a look at the house, and it's absolutely amazing. And I will be moving in a month. So this is how it works, guys. This is how it works. I can't wait to give you some more updates on that. I will have a new backdrop, new scenery, and it is going to be so beautiful. I am excited. I'm excited for you. And because I've done this work and because I'm here today, I can tell you, you can have anything you want. I know it. And I'm going to keep doing this and I'm going to keep strengthening everything, my faith. And I know it's not just a belief, it is a knowing. Your faith has to be so strong that you know that everything you've asked for is on its way to you. You know, I would absolutely love if you would share with us in the comments too, if you've experienced faith, faith at its finest, your intuition. I would love to know. I would also love to know what you want to bring forth in 2025, because this is a magical, magical time. I know it, and I know it for you. So listen, I'm going to jump off of here. I've got some plans. I've got some things to do, and I love you all, and I'm proud of you. Please be proud of yourself for where you're at today. Be proud and know who you are. Be your authentic self. That means be raw and real, like this podcast. This is just me sharing with you everything that I have learned and that I have been through. So be your authentic self. And if you don't know who you are and if you don't know what you want, then spend some time and figure it out. Take your time because it'll come. I love you all. I'm so proud of you. I am. I can't wait to come back on here. We're going to have some crazy moving in the next month, and I'm excited. I am beyond excited. You guys, this is it. There is no secret. There is no secret to manifestation. But if you need help, reach out to somebody. Reach out to someone that can help you. And maybe that's me. And if it is, I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you get everything that you want in life. And in the meantime, you're going to learn to love everything that you already have. And it's beautiful. And so I hope you have a beautiful day. And I want to thank you for being here today. Stay tuned because I'm coming right back at you. Stay tuned. Hey, one more thing. Give yourself grace. Forgive yourself. Let go because this is what happened. Okay. So I woke up yesterday for Christmas and I was like, oh, shoot. Um, I don't have a podcast ready. And for a minute, I was mad at myself. I was like, what? How did that happen? Every Wednesday, every single Wednesday this year for however many, 30 some weeks or whatever, I've been consistent until this week. But just because I did not release my podcast on Wednesday, do you think I'm going to like say, well, that's it, forget it? It's not going to happen. Nope, that's not what I said. I said, nope, we're going to do this, even if it's a day later or 2 days later, because that's it. In this process of of um the law of attraction and the law of vibration, in this whole process, you just keep going and you let go and you give yourself grace and you allow those manifestations to come into your life. There you go. There you have it, you guys. Unleash her. Find your confidence. Find your authentic self. I know you can do it. I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. And you know what? I'm going to talk to you all soon. And in the meantime, like my grandma used to say, so long. See you later.